Changing your life could be as simple as changing your financial habits. Do you dream of enough passive income to work less, travel more, or even retire early? The difference between the wealthy and the poor is making the correct financial decisions when it really counts. Having a firm knowledge of some basic wealth-building habits is the key to unlocking your potential. Hi, and welcome back to another video. Here we make content weekly about taking control of your financial situation. This week, we're going to be talking about 10 habits that will improve your finances forever. Number 1. Become a voracious reader. The effects that reading can have on you are tremendous. It stimulates your brain, it promotes mental health, helping both stress and anxiety. And probably the most valuable takeaway is how incredibly smart reading makes you. Reading will take your vocabulary to the next level, and your general understanding of the topics you focus on will expand drastically. If you can manage to become a book-guzzling reader, then you can apply this hobby to financial books or essays and launch your financial IQ. Arming yourself with as much knowledge as possible about things like personal finances, multiple income sources, tax breaks, and stock valuations will slowly start to pad your bank account. It's no wonder why so many of the world's wealthiest individuals inhale information by being voracious readers. Number 2. Track your net worth. Net worth seems to be this fancy keyword that's been tossed around a lot lately. But what does it actually mean? Your net worth is basically your assets minus your liabilities, or what you have versus what you owe. Tracking your net worth isn't important so you can brag at cocktail parties or to your waitress at dinner this weekend. No, tracking your net worth is important because it allows you to track your progress. Setting a target net worth and then reverse engineering what it'll take to get to that point is how multi-million-dollar power couple Alex and Leila Hormozi plan on hitting $1 billion in net worth. This is what you should do too with whatever your net worth goal is, as it allows you to break down your goals into a more practical time frame and lets you visualize just how possible it is. Number 3. Track your spending. Tracking your spending is crucial because saving money is simply widening the gap between how much money you earn and how much money you spend. In most cases, people have way more control over how much they spend as opposed to how much they earn. So it's no surprise that tracking your spending is a huge part of knowing where your means lie, so you can live within them. We all have subscriptions we don't use anymore, or a couple of problem areas where we spend too much. I know I'm guilty of door-dashing pretty frequently. And tracking all of this spending will really open your eyes to some no-brainer money-saving moves. Number 4. Meet with a financial advisor. You clearly care about your finances, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. And as much as you care and as much as you read and do research, it's still a good idea to consult a professional. You don't need to pay a financial advisor for a regular visit, but it may be a good idea to take the time to see a professional just once before you start your journey. You may have an idea as to where you want your plan to take you, but meeting with an advisor may alert you to some hidden speed bumps in the road you may have been previously unaware of. Number 5. Invest in your education. Expanding your financial knowledge should be a never-ending journey. The landscape of the economy and financial world change every year, and it's a challenge to keep up. That's why having a strong foundation of the financial aspects of the economy and the stock market is crucial. Reading books and watching YouTube videos can fill in the gaps and answer all sorts of specific questions you may have. But taking an immersive online course really gives you a broad understanding of a wide variety of relevant topics. With sites like Skillshare, it's never been easier to crush course after course in almost any topic you can think of. If you'd like a 30-day free trial, then click the link in my bio to sign up. Let's see how many classes you can finish before those 30 days are up. Number 6. Network. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Okay, that isn't entirely true, but it does bear some merit. Having a diverse network will prove invaluable to you someday. In some cases, knowing the right people will get you further in life than any degree or resume. As unfortunate as that may be, it's also very true. Having a well-rounded inner circle has plenty of other benefits as well. A truly diverse perspective on issues will always give you a clear view and allow you to take a step back and see the bigger picture. Assets over liabilities. Stop buying depreciating assets. Things like cars, clothes, and jewelry drop in value as soon as you make the purchase. Most of these items are only for appearing rich anyway, and that's not an image that truly coincides with what wealth looks like. Wealth looks like buying assets, things like real estate or stocks or companies that produce profits. The moment you stop buying things that make you look rich or feel rich is the moment you start trending in the direction of actually becoming rich. Think big picture, not day to day. Markets will go up and markets will go down. The same thing will happen with your life and all of its variables. Some days will be great and some days will genuinely stink. There will be times when you begin to question yourself and may even want to throw everything away and start over. But if you trust your overall game plan, then you won't let it get to you when you're having a less than ideal day. Invest. It can't be understated how absolutely crucial it is to start investing. You can only earn so much money during normal working hours, so it's important to put your reserve cash to work for you. You can invest in stocks, crypto, real estate, or even a small business, but it's important to start as soon as possible. Building generational wealth is entirely dependent on being able to compound your savings and investments, and the earlier you start, the earlier that interest can begin compounding. Value investors like Warren Buffett and Peter Lynch are my two favorites when it comes to the basics of learning wise, time-tested methods of accumulating massive amounts of wealth. As great as they are at their craft of picking stocks, they're both equally skilled writers. Their books read just like someone is speaking directly to your brain. I couldn't recommend them more highly. Stay the course. Trusting the process may be easy one day and extremely difficult the next. If you're anything like me, then your goals may be pulled in all sorts of different directions. I often find that when I tweak my goals less frequently, I have a much higher probability of achieving them. That may sound obvious, but on a day-to-day basis, you may be tempted to change your plan when you're not getting the immediate results you're after. This is natural, as we do live in a results-based society. But that's why it's important to take a step back, give yourself some clarity, and remember why you laid out this plan in the first place. Remember the end goal that you reverse engineered and why it is you want to hit that mark. Changing your life doesn't happen magically by sitting on the sidelines hoping that someday something will happen. Let me tell you right now, if you ever have the word hope in your game plan, then you've got a bad game plan. No, changing your life happens when you take everything you can control by the reins and begin to guide them in the direction you want. You can't force it, as these things take time. But if you can manage to take some of these 10 habits and implement them throughout your life, then you can slowly change the course of your finances and, in turn, your life. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Please, take a second to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on more amazing content.